What's good, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. You're now tapping into the people I live with, the show where we get to dissect and discuss our experiences as pastor kids. So if you grew up in church or you just want to know what it's like growing up in a pastor family, this is the show for you. I'm your host, Erica Green.
And I'm your other host, Jonathan Green, or John Green for short.
I'm a guest, David Green.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not guests. You're a hoe.
And I would like to introduce my older brother to the show, Christopher Green here. He's actually just recently published his first book.
Hey, published author out here.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Hey.
It's all about all of his. It's a compilation of all his poems of moving into Harrisburg and all of that fun jazz, called Imperfections War in My Life. I'll actually leave the description down below for anybody to go ahead and cop that. But yeah, Chris, go ahead and you can take it from here.
It was a fantastic introduction. Yeah.
We try.
Yeah, like my little brother said, I'm the oldest, and being in Pennsylvania was whack.
Yeah.
It was whack. It was really, really whack. Starting at church with your mom and your dad and your little brothers, and you know you're thinking things are gonna go fantastic because God said so. My little brothers, they were kids. I was 18 when we.
Yeah, we were 14 and you was 18. Yep.
So we didn't have no big thoughts on what God was gonna do with our lives. It was just life moving on as normal. Life did not move on as normal. Life didn't even move on as normal while being in Pennsylvania. It was whack, bro. It was super whack.
It was whack, bro. I'm crying. So just to be clear, so now you don't live in Pennsylvania. Where do you live now, Chris?
I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Woo, yeah, Tulsa.
Yes. Who do you live with?
I live with my wonderful wife. This is her laptop. Her name is Antoinette, as y'all can see if anybody's watching this. Bam, right there. Yeah.
Antoinette. So you live in Tulsa now, but you lived in Harrisburg, PA. All three of y'all lived in Harrisburg, PA since 2003. I want to say, am I right?
04.
Yeah,
I was close though. I'll take it. So you guys grew up in Metro in St. Louis, like with the rest of us, and then God called you guys to start a church in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
What? No, let's
like
be
your family
specific.
and everybody you know.
Let's be specific.
Nah. See, we gotta be real specific about this. God called mom and dad to start a church, not Chris Johnson and Jamie.
He didn't call me, yo.
Bro, he did not ask me. He didn't ask me if I wanted to go with that.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Let's be specific.
Let's be specific.
I just want everybody to know this was not scripted. This was
This
is on point. God called mom and dad, yo. He didn't call Chris, Johnny, and David. He did not.
So let me ask y'all, how old were you guys when you left?
18. 14. I was 18.
14.
So Chris, you were 18, you two were 14. Chris, had you graduated high school by then?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
So like, why? Because this is a question I've always wanted to know. Like, you were 18, you graduated high school, like, you really could have stayed if you wanted to. Like, why did you move?
No, I tried to stay. I tried to beg mom and dad, I'm 18. I could just move out the house. I can live with grandma and grandpa. I was doing this in the car after church, after that big send-off prayer thing.
Yeah, not after the send-off prayer.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm surprised Johnny and Davey. Y'all don't remember that. They
I
just
said,
mom
you
and
don't
dad just looked turned around. Yeah, I got the look that parents give. I'm 18. I know the look. So they just gave me the look and I knew to shut up. So I did. I shut up. I
So
packed
I
my bag.
did.
I moved.
I packed. I was there.
I was there.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I did. I tried to stay with grandma and grandpa. They just looked at me and was just like, stop talking.
I remember them setting us up though before we did the moves, like talking like, what if God called us to move somewhere else other than St. Louis? And I think we were a bit younger then, and we were like, okay, cool, yeah, whatever. Because like them abstract things your parents be asking you, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure, man, yeah, whatever, yeah, that's weird that you're asking me that, but yeah, sure, okay, cool.
Yeah, they asking a bunch of 14-year-olds and an 18-year-old, what if God tells us to move? Yeah, we'll go wherever you want.
Yeah, whatever, yeah, cool, whatever.
We don't know.
You talking about like East
That's
St.
your
Louis?
fault, really?
You talking about Belleville, Illinois?
Y'all were too chill. That sounds like that's your fault, actually. So when your parents like sat you down and told you officially that like, hey, we're moving, like, did y'all cry? Did you shed a little thug tear? Like, were you silent? Like,
shoot.
Yeah, I cried like a baby, yo.
Did you?
Like a baby.
I don't think it went over well. If I'm remembering this correctly, I don't think that announcement went over very well. I just remember being upset. I do remember being upset. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember not being happy about it.
You remember that time that I hung out with Chris Morgan the last time? And I told Chris Morgan on the way, dropping him off, and he started crying. And we was just crying that whole way through, like, man, I'm gonna miss you, dog.
I vaguely remember that.
We was stuck crying right there, but I was crying like a baby beforehand, though. Yeah, I was stuck crying with him, but I was crying like a baby before that. We weren't happy.
Bro, I remember a time where we were about to move and we were having one of those big prayer meetings at the church, and they were praying over mom and dad. So I think it was the last one. And so while they were praying, I'm literally off to the side on the camera, like if you were watching it, literally in the arms of Gabby, bawling.
Shout out to Gabby.
Because I really did not want to move.
Aww.
And so
That's David.
No, I'm just kidding.
And yep, that was basically it. Like I bawled every time like it was brought up, or we prayed about it, quote unquote, in church, or we were like hands were laid upon us and everything like that.
Wait a minute. I was recording it. I was recording one of those big prayer sessions. So I was in the back mad, switching cameras and stuff. I was just like, man, I don't want to hear this. Camera 2, zoom in.
Yeah, I do remember being upset that like talking about it. I'm just like, because like when you're upset about something, it's like, okay, we don't have to keep talking about this. Like, okay, we're going to do it. Okay, fine. But can we just do the thing? Do we have to constantly talk about it, pray about it, bring it up? Because now it's just making me more mad. Like it's just rubbing it in. Like it's like rubbing in a sore. It's just like, okay, I know we're moving. Thanks. Cool. Yeah, Pastor right. Chris and Carol and family are going, okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Right. Like, oh boy, thanks. Thank you. Let me know that it's a month away. Thank you. Thanks for the timer.
So what was it like, all right, you drove through, you touched down, I don't know if you took a car or plane, I don't know. But like you got to Harrisburg, and what is your life like after that? Like in school, but in a church, like what is that like? In what way? Me too. We talked about that last episode. Me too.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Me too.
I was so hyped about joining the team ministry at Metro, and then it's just like, we out of here. I'm like, wait, what?
Me too. Same thing. I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go at all.
That's funny, yo.
Like,
yeah. See, Chris got to enjoy it. So Chris, I don't feel bad for Chris.
We drove. That was a long trip. So I think, Shoot, I don't even remember everything we talked about. I just remember driving and we pulled up to the house. I mean, the house was nice. I mean, it was a nice house. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird because it didn't. I feel like it didn't. We didn't really settle in. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you move into a place and like you want it to feel like home, and it just didn't. Like, it was just weird. It was just weird. Like, it was like, this isn't normal. Like, we're in another state. Our family is far away. Like, because we had never lived away from family, right? Because all of us, we grew up together, which is not normal. Like, I don't think that's really normal. Like, we're such a big family and we're all close. And that was like the first time we did not live close to family, like to the Green family, I should say, the family we grew up with. And so that was like disoriented, right? So like, we didn't really know my mom's family, where we moved to. Like, we didn't know about our cousins or anything. Like, it was like detached from all friends, everything. And it's just like, cool. Okay, now we're in this place.
Also, to know this is pre-FaceTime, pre-text, pre-Skype, I think.
So
that was calm. That was still call me after 7.
After 9.
Shoot.
True.
Yeah, it was just weird.
Random phone calls to people back in St. Louis. I was super sad, bro. I was so sad.
That was before smartphones. Yeah. Oh my.
Again, like one of the biggest things I wasn't ready for was just like the large disconnect that would happen between me and at least like us and the family. Like, once that happened, like, we're so used to getting information pretty quickly, like, especially like if something bad happens or something comes up, we'll usually get it within the same day that it happened. And when we moved, like, it was hard to get that information to us, or like everybody would just be so in it. Like a situation that happened like not too long after we moved, when we were there. This is one of the things, like one of the like first like real hurts that happened. Our grandmother and grandfather's house burned down, and like we didn't, because we were already in the midst of starting ministry. We already had schedules going, work going, and it's just like one of those things, like, we can't go back. Like, we didn't have the funds or anything like that. It's just like, we can't go back. And one of the things, like, and to have the whole family go through that, and to see my parents like go through like the struggle of just like, they really want to be able to make a trip back, but we can't, like, we cannot. And to like see my parents go through like vulnerabilities like that, I mean, it hurt already hearing like something like that happening to family members, especially the grandparents. And then that hurt on top of seeing how hurt my parents were, that it's just adding icing on the cake. Like, bro, it sucks to be here. Like, even though like we know and we feel like God called us to move to Harrisburg, but it was just like, nah, this blows.
Yeah.
This 100% blows.
Yeah.
I think that was like the first time we, as just brothers, saw our parents in pain.
Yeah, it was also the first that where like that was like the first, I think, I don't know if that was the first one, but I mean, that was like the first major crisis where we're like, oh shoot, like we're away. Like, wow, this is what it's gonna be like. Like,
yeah.
Only thing we could do was like call somebody.
Yeah.
And just like,
it was,
hey, what's going
like
on? Is everybody okay?
Later.
Yeah.
Because I was in Harrisburg area community college when we got that news.
Yeah.
And I remember walking down the back stairs, and I'm like, bro, why am I here? I'm taking college classes. I didn't care about my future at that point. I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of this. I'm trying to check if my grandma, my grandpa, and my cousins is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because at that point, I think then Auntie Pam lived there, Justin lived there, and
Yeah.
like so it wasn't just grandma and grandpa. Like
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
other friends that lived there. So
yeah, that was a rough one. That was
Yeah.
really hard.
That's
I
when
think
I called.
that was a
happened,
heartbreaking
low-key.
moment.
Yeah,
I
I
forgot
called
that happened.
Justin up. I got the story from him. I'm flipping out. He just like, bro, I was taking a nap. Next thing I know, the room was on fire. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang,
Yeah.
that did happen.
I
Wow.
forgot that happened.
That's crazy.
I was so little, like I barely remember it. Like it's one of those
Yeah.
memories that you just like you barely remember. I remember like I remember being there, but like I barely remember. I just remember the whole house was black, like charred and just black, and like it was really cold. I don't even remember which one, but I remember it was cold outside. Grandma was sitting outside with like on the chair with some blankets, and I mean the whole thing is really just a miracle too. The fact that Justin woke up when he did, it's just a miracle in of itself. Like God really did wake him up in time to save everybody. So
yeah, for sure.
I forgot that happened. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was weird. Yeah, like that was probably the first heartbreaking thing, and then just like